will be reviewing another book called Dork Diaries, Tales from a Not So Best Friend Forever, and it's book 14, written by Rachel Renee Russell. And I am so excited that I have this book, and I hope there's going to be a book 15 because I read all of the other Dork Diary books. But if there is a book 15, I am going to be happy about that. And the main characters are Nikki, Chloe, Zoe, Brandon, Mackenzie, and the bad boys. And the setting mostly takes place at home, Lake Wellington, and the Bad Boys tour. So what happens in the book is that Nikki's band gets to go on a band tour to this group called the Bad Boys. But then things start to get overwhelming. Mackenzie comes on the trip. Even though Nikki thought that Mackenzie wasn't going to be on the trip, she was. And then this is what Mackenzie said to Nikki. And she said, "If you don't let me go on the tour, I'll ask my father to make fuzzy friends into a parking lot for the hospital." Nikki didn't want Brandon to be sad because his grandparents owned fuzzy friends. So Nikki had no choice. She either had to make Brandon sad and all of her friends mad at her, or she had to let Mackenzie come along anyway. So she had to make a deal with Mackenzie. I have two favorite parts in the book. One of them is when Nikki's family's at Lake Wellington and her dad falls out of the boat and into the lake. Dad falling into the lake. Of course I was worried about my dad, but I was even more worried about poor Brianna. She is a very young child, and seeing traumatic stuff like this could psychologically scar her for the rest of her life. "Oh no, Daddy's in the water!" Brianna shrieked hysterically. "He's going to scare away Mr. Dolphin and ruin everything." Okay, so I was totally wrong about Brianna being psychologically scarred. She was way more worried about the dolphin, the floating log, than her own dad. Dad came flailing over to the edge of the boat. I'm okay. But Brianna was still upset. "Get back in the boat right now, Daddy. Then our dolphin will come back and rescue us." "Listen, girls, I'm going to swim to shore," he explained. "You two are going to stay here and just relax. Once I get back to shore, the boat rental guy and I will come out in another boat and pick you up, okay?" My second favorite part in the book is when Nikki's band is the opening act for the Bad Boys tour, and they're performing in Chicago. Also, if you can't see the drum right here, it says their band's name. Actually, I'm not really sure yet. And it was a funny story of how they got that name. But the picture looks so cool with every person there, with a huge crowd, and they're performing on stage. And I can connect back to the story because Nikki's band was nervous before they went on stage, because it was actually their first time performing on stage in front of a huge crowd. But I was also nervous in the school play we were doing. It's about this farm, and I was really nervous, but it wasn't that many people. But I can still connect back to them because they were nervous. Rachel Renee Russell is New York Times best-selling author of Dork Diaries, and she loves working with her daughter Nikki. Did you know that she named the main character after her daughter, Nikki? But if you guys want to know what happened on the tour, order this book online, and I hope you love this book as much as I love it. Bye guys, stay safe!